Welcome to Technology, Paul, and it is that time of year again. Naturally, you're trying to find quality gifts for your friends and loved ones during the holidays. Maybe you're like me and you like tech. Or your gift recipient likes tech and you don't know where to start. Maybe you Googled best tech gifts of 2022 and you ended up here. Well, don't worry. I've got you covered with tech gifts at every price point. Oh, and by the way, this is not an ad. All of these products are on here because I genuinely think they're interesting and could make good gifts. I'm just here to help you conquer the holidays. So here we go. The Steam Deck is like a Nintendo Switch on steroids. I really enjoyed my time with it when I reviewed it a couple of months back. Now I found that it was still basically a PC, even though it's in the shape of a handheld gaming system. In fact, you can literally use it as a PC, but that comes with the trade-off of being a little bit more complicated for someone who's not already a PC gamer. I mentioned that as someone who's a console gamer, it wasn't strictly for me. It's somewhere between a console and a PC because it has a console-like feel and a big library of games that just work. But like a PC, it has lots of customizability and the ability to install any game software you can find, not all of which is actually compatible. And all that could lead to frustrations if you're looking for a simple experience. But nonetheless, it's an incredibly capable and impressive machine. Do you know who this is for? It's actually for PC gamers in your life who might enjoy a second PC for mobile gaming. It's incredible for transit commuters, doctor's offices, plane rides, and road trips. The Steam Deck ranges from $499 to $819 Canadian, so it's a bit on the pricey side, except when you think of it as a straight up PC, then the price starts to seem impressive. Put this on my wish list because I would love a Molekule Air Purifier. The reality is that indoor air quality is a huge issue, whether it be in our homes or offices, shopping malls, schools, and so on. Pollutants are in the air everywhere we go. It could be chemicals from household cleaners, respiratory viruses emitted from other people, mold, dust, or bacteria. The gold standard for air filtration for decades now has been HEPA, which stands for High Efficiency Particulate Absorbing Filtration, which dates back to applications in gas and smoke reductions in World War II. Well, Molekule is using a newer technology called PECO, which stands for photoelectrochemical oxidation. And Molekule claims that its filtration units can destroy particles that are 1,000 times smaller than the ones HEPA filters can capture. These babies are pricey though. The Air Mini Plus for smaller rooms is $649, and the unit meant for larger spaces, the Air Pro, is $1299. And in all honesty, there's been some reviews which place the Molekule as a mid-range performing air purifier. However, what's particularly interesting about the PECO technology used by Molekule is that it essentially destroys the particles that it intakes rather than just trapping them, which when it comes to viruses is an appealing idea. If you have a Molekule air purifier, let us know how you like it in the comments. When it comes to smart displays, there's no beating the Nest Hub Max. It's about $299 online at the Google store, though at the time of this video, it's on sale. We love our Nest Hub Max. Of the many things that it can do, there are two things we do most. We use it as a smart assistant, which of course sets kitchen timers, checks the weather, or you can ask for the latest news and so on. And beyond that, we use it to watch content while working in the kitchen. My wife watches Netflix while cooking and baking, and I typically watch YouTube. You can ask Google Assistant to load up the service and then use the touch controls to choose what you want to watch. You can also listen to podcasts and radio stations and so on. It's a fantastic entertainment device. Another nice feature if you have a Nest Video doorbell is that if someone rings the door, the Nest Hub Max will give you a live feed of the doorway with the ability to do two-way audio and talk to whoever's there. Speaking of entertainment, if you're looking to give someone a smart streaming device, there isn't a better one out there than the Apple TV 4K. This thing has an A15 Bionic chip in it, which makes it super fast and buttery smooth. This isn't a device that you'll need to upgrade again in a year. Apple actually puts a huge focus on games with the Apple TV. There are hundreds of games on the App Store, and you can even connect a controller. Beyond that, the Apple TV supports Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision, which are the latest audio and visual standards. I've been blown away by the picture quality that it produces. I also love the remote for the Apple TV. They finally shipped a remote that feels good in the hand and has intuitive controls. It's got a touch-sensitive trackpad on top for smooth navigation, and it's got a Siri button for voice control. The Apple TV isn't the cheapest smart TV device though. In Canada, it retails for $179 or $199 depending on the model that you choose. Perhaps your gift recipient isn't so much into TV shows. Maybe they're more of a bookworm. In that case, maybe you should try an e-reader, or maybe their e-reader needs a refresh. The new Amazon Kindle is a pleasure to read on. It's got a pretty decent backlight for nighttime reading, and I was really impressed with the 300 ppi display, which makes the letters legible and crisp. And it's been bumped up to 16 gigabytes, which should be more than enough to store all of your books. And this is the base model Kindle I'm talking about here, which retails for $129. This generation has been upgraded with USB-C charging, but you won't need it often as it has up to 6 weeks of battery life. It does all of the things that I need a Kindle to do, and it has a lot of the same important features as its more expensive counterparts. So there's really no need to upgrade to the other models. When it comes to Bluetooth speakers, they are a dime a dozen. There are so many of them out there, and they range from literally a few dollars to hundreds. It's to the point where it's kind of hard to tell if you're getting something good. Well, back when Bluetooth speakers were just getting popular around 2012, I bought a UE Boom. UE, or Ultimate Ears, is an audio company that specializes in in-ear monitors for professional musicians, and they also make custom handcrafted earbuds. But the UE Boom is essentially their party speaker, and I think it's one of the best Bluetooth speakers on the market. The UE Boom boasts a cool cylindrical design with a spatial 360 of audio, meaning you can place it in the middle of the room and everyone will get the same audio quality. It's also super rugged, waterproof, and it floats. My old UE Boom doesn't have some of the newer features, but I've been using it for a decade now, and it still works as well as the day that I bought it. That's what makes the $199 price point worth it, though you can find it on sale occasionally. Okay, this is something that I think a lot of people want, but it's also one of those frivolous purchases. It's a smartphone photo printer. You know, one of those little portable printers that wirelessly connects to your smartphone and allows you to print out photos. The whole concept of printing out photos has kind of died off in recent years. It used to be that was the only way you could get your photos. You'd have to go and get your film developed at your local photo center and pick it up a couple of days later, and they'd give you a stack of these photos in an envelope. I remember it vaguely. I never had my own film camera, but people in my family did. There was always excitement when you go and pick up the photos to see how they turned out. Well, of course, now we can see exactly how our photos have turned out instantly, and we can take as many as we want as well. But we usually don't print them out. We're missing out on that experience of holding a photograph in our hands. That's where the smartphone photo printer comes in. There are a few of these little printers, and I don't have a specific recommendation, but two of the top ones on Amazon are from Canon and Instax. They print 2-inch by 3-inch photos that have a sticky back on them. It's meant so that you can stick the photos somewhere like in an album or anywhere you want, I suppose. This is a great gift for anyone, but it's certainly marketed towards young adults and teens who I think would have a lot of fun with it. Do you know anyone who has a PS5? What kind of games do they like to play? Do they ever run into storage issues on their PlayStation? These next-gen consoles are fantastic. They also have a decent amount of storage. The PS5 comes with an internal SSD of 875 gigabytes. Once you factor in the system software though, you may have about 675 gigabytes to work with. That may or may not be enough for you depending on what games you choose to install. For example, I just downloaded the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which takes up a staggering 105 gigabytes on my console. You can imagine that if you install a few more games, you're going to be out of storage. The best option for increasing your system storage is to use an M.2 SSD, which actually gets slotted internally into your PS5. You can use compatible M.2 SSDs with support for storage options up to 4 terabytes. It's fairly straightforward to find a compatible drive, and to make it even easier, Sony partnered up with Western Digital to provide an officially licensed option. In comes the WD Black SN850 internal solid-state drive with heatsink made for the PS5. While there's a whole range of compatible drives you could buy, if you want to be foolproof, you can go out and buy this one from Best Buy. This one has a 1 terabyte storage capacity. It also has read speeds of 7,000 megabits per second and write speeds of 5,300 megabits a second. And of course, it has a built-in heatsink, so there's no extra installation steps. I picked it up for $206 at my local Best Buy, but I'm seeing it listed now for $249, so perhaps watch for a sale. Here's a gift for Apple people specifically. It's something that even if they have this already, they can always use more of. Apple people love their AirTags. AirTags are these versatile little Bluetooth trackers that run on CR2032 batteries that you can change once a year, and you connect the tracker to important things like car keys, suitcases, purses, and so on. They are technically not much different than any other Bluetooth trackers, but Apple has a few tricks up its sleeve which makes things a little bit more special. First of all, you have the ability to see the approximate location of the tracker and ping it to make a sound. That's pretty normal, but you also have this find button, which shows you a literal directional arrow and distance to the device. You can walk around and your phone will show you how to get to it. This is next level tracking. The second cool thing is that the AirTags are part of the Find My network. This means if you lose an AirTag and you put it into lost mode, it's still technically findable even if you aren't in range of it. That's because it securely and anonymously connects to other iPhones that may be near it, and they can transmit its location back to the network and therefore you. People have realized the benefits of AirTags and have started attaching them to everything. Things like keys, bicycles, backpacks, luggage, and even their pets. So that's why Apple people can always use more AirTags and you can't go wrong. You can get a single AirTag for $39 Canadian or a 4-pack for $129. Hey, and if all else fails, you can always get a gift card, right? Well, one gift card that shows a little extra thought is for a subscription service. Think about it this way. There are so many subscription services these days, and they can add up over time. By giving someone some credit towards their favorite subscription service, you're giving them more enjoyment out of something you already know that they like. It's a gift that keeps on giving too, because you can buy them 6 months or a whole year of the service. Take Netflix, for example. People love Netflix, but it keeps getting more expensive. The premium subscription, which is the only option to get 4K video quality, now costs $20.99 Canadian. Keep in mind that Netflix used to cost $10 at the most, but the problem is they still have so many great TV shows and movies, right? So give the gift of entertainment. You can also give Spotify and Apple Music gift cards for streaming music. You can give Audible gift cards to audiobook lovers as well. You can typically find all of these gift cards on the racks of your local grocery stores as well, which makes it a great last-minute gift. Now, just to recap, I recommended several tech gift ideas for you to consider. The amazing Steam Deck brings portable PC gaming to a Nintendo Switch-like form factor. The Molekule Air Purifier destroys particles and viruses with its intriguing PECO technology. The Nest Hub Max is a convenient smart assistant and mini smart TV in one, and is great for use in the kitchen. The new Apple TV 4K is the best smart TV streaming device on the market. The Amazon Kindle provides a phenomenal e-reading experience. The UE Boom Bluetooth speaker is a premium, rugged, waterproof, and excellent sounding Bluetooth speaker, and it stands out in a big way in the sea of Bluetooth speakers. Smartphone photo printers finally give those digital photos a tactile experience. An internal M.2 SSD for the PlayStation to make more room on the console for games. Apple AirTags are, of course, the perfect gift, even if you know nothing about a person other than that they have an iPhone. Apple people will always use more AirTags. And finally, if you're really struggling, just get a gift card for their favorite subscription service and give them the gift that keeps on giving. Hey, listen, I hope this helps. And I want to remind you that none of these products are sponsored. I'm just a tech nerd that really enjoys or wants to try out some of these products. So that brings to mind a question for you. What tech gift do you want to recommend? Did you give a gift that really was a major hit, or did you get a gift that blew your mind? Let us all know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, click that like button as it helps other people find it who might want to learn more about the best tech gifts to give. And if you like tech, gaming, or software and service reviews, click subscribe. I've always got something new in the works and I upload new content all the time. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next one.